Football is the most followed sport in the globe right now. Almost every footballing country has a football league with teams vying for the championship year after year. The biggest sporting derbies can only be found in football. In this video, we look at the fiercest football derbies across the world. Stay tuned. Derby della Capitale. The Derby della Capitale between Lazio and Roma is arguably Italy's biggest game, at least from a supporter's point of view. This clash is one of the more peculiar among the others on this list, as both sides play their home matches at the Stadio Olimpico in the capital city. First taking place in 1929, the game has occurred 178 times, with Roma holding a clear advantage, having won 18 more matches than the Biancocelesti. The hatred between the teams has been on full display throughout the years, with supporters desperate for bragging rights in Italy's capital city. The nadir was perhaps reached on March 24, 2004, when the game was abandoned shortly after halftime after a riot broke out in the crowd, with fights then spilling out into the streets surrounding the stadium. As with several other matchups, politics and religion play their part. In the southern part of the football-frenzy South American country of Brazil, there is a state named the Rio Grande do Sul, and the football fans from this region either support Grêmio or Internacional. The rivalry was given the name Grenal by picking up the first three letters of Grêmio and the last three letters of Internacional. Grêmio was formed in 1903 by rich football enthusiasts, but it was a private members club for those of German ancestry. As a result, three brothers of Italian descent, Enrique, José, and Luis Poppe, created Internacional. There have been 416 games between the two teams, with Grêmio winning 130 encounters and Inter winning 155 games. Inter also leads Grêmio in terms of league titles won. The former has 3 Campeonato Brasileiro Serie A titles compared to the latter's 2. However, Grêmio leads on the Copa Libertadores front with 3 titles, while Inter has 2. However, Inter won the prestigious FIFA Club World Cup in 2006 at the expense of Barcelona. The Intercontinental Derby. Istanbul has several clubs playing in the Turkish Super League. 3 of them, Besiktas, Fenerbahce and Galatasaray, are also the biggest and most successful teams in the country. However, the rivalry between Fenerbahce and Galatasaray is the biggest in the city and the country. The rivalry earned the name Intercontinental Derby because Galatasaray is from the European part of the city, while Fenerbahce lies in the Asian part. The rivalry grew manifold in 1996 because of then Galatasaray manager Graham Souness. The two teams met in the final of the cup competition, which Galatasaray won at the home of Fenerbahce. After the match, Souness picked up a Galatasaray flag and erected it at the touchline. This flag incident was the first in a long line of subsequent headline incidents in matches between the teams. The pyros, tifos, and noisy stadium make it a fantastic spectacle. However, there are often fights on and off the pitch when the two teams meet. On head-to-head, Fenerbahce comes on top. However, Galatasaray has won more Super League titles and Turkish cups. Kolkata Derby. When you think of football, India rarely comes to mind. However, Indian football is host to one of the oldest and fiercest football derbies in the world. The Kolkata Derby is a cross-city derby between Mohun Bagan, now ATK Mohun Bagan, and East Bengal in Kolkata, India. It is without a doubt the greatest derby in Asian football, with a history going back a century. The derby represents supporters from either side of Kolkata. Mohun Bagan supporters, usually from the west, and represent the natives of the city. East Bengal, on the other hand, represents the immigrant population. The first game between the two sides was played in 1921, and after 327 competitive meetings since then, East Bengal has an advantage. Back in 1997, during the semi-final of the Indian Federation Cup, the Kolkata Derby drew an attendance of nearly 140,000 at the Salt Lake Stadium, a record bettered by very few clubs in the history of football. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you can see our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.